This video is for you drivers in Minneapolis and also Minnesota. You're fighting a battle, and I hope you figure out how to win. There's 4 people that I want to address, the 4 organizations I want to address in this video. One is Mayor Andrew Fry of Minneapolis, Minnesota, who is an attorney. The other is Tony West of Uber. He's the head of Uber's legal department. I don't have Lyft's lead attorney's name at the moment, but I'm sure they are involved also. And then MULDA, M-U-L-D-A, Minnesota Uber and Lyft Drivers Association. You all, from what I've seen on some of the videos, you all have an attorney representing you. And if you know anything about the legal field, you know anything about attorneys, you even watch some of the reality shows or shows about attorneys. Some of them like to drink. Some of them like to do all kinds of things. They live lives like some people. Party, drink, and after hours. It's no joke. No telling what these opposing sides get together and do. Maybe under the influence of alcohol. There was an interview with Dara Kawashawi, how he said when he decided to make his decision to come to Lyft, him and one of the people that called him and told him to take the job, under the influence of drinking. Dara was there. His wife said, yeah, you can do it. Under the influence of drinking, he said, yeah, I can do this. He decided to go work for Uber. Alcohol has a major influence upon people and some of the decisions that they make. Crimes are committed, deals are brokered. Yeah, let's go out for some drinks. Let's talk about this business deal, this transaction. I've worked at golf courses where the liquor's being sold, making money, having a good old time. So be careful how you address this situation. Don't sign anything when you're not in your right mind or under the influence of whatever, or brokering deals behind the scene. There's some big players, some big money involved. If you know anything about Uber being part of the World Economic Forum, not just something local to Minnesota, whatever state you're living in the United States, whatever part of the world you're living in, people from around the world go every year to Davos, Switzerland, to broker deals and make plans on what that group of people want to do, not only locally, but globally. So think about it. My advice to you, hit your knees, pray to the God in heaven that he will give you all wisdom. Maybe do a fast. That he will give you all wisdom on how to defeat this giant. Uber and Lyft, if one leaves, the other has to leave. There cannot be a monopoly there in Minneapolis. So I'm sure many strings are going to be pulled, especially when it comes to American with Disability Apps. Are there handicap vans there in Minneapolis on the Uber platform, Lyft platform? Man, it's going to be a challenge for the new players coming to town. Yeah, we'll get you a permit, but you need some wheelchair accessible vehicles. Yeah, I saw the city council meeting there in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and that's what one of the ladies brought up. She can get a ride with her wheelchair in another state, but cannot do it on the Uber and Lyft platform there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So the new players coming to town, are you prepared for that? Don't think Uber's stupid. Mayor Fry's an attorney. His wife, Sarah Clark, she's an attorney. She works for a business there, Hayden Law Firm, led by women-owned, mainly women are running the business. She represents many businesses there. So you all think about it. Uber has Tony West, Used to work for the U.S. government. Lyft has their legal department. Actually, I can pull that up right now with Lyft. Let me Google this. Head of Lyft Legal Counsel. And then Mulder, you all have your attorney. Maybe there's other, I know there's two different Mulders there in Minneapolis or Minnesota. Lyft Legal Team. Legal department. Let's see who the head at Lyft is. Sorry, guys, I didn't have that information. But anyway, I hope you all wake up to the battle, because you all are fighting a battle, not just for your state, or your city rather, Minneapolis, Minnesota, but the battle going on there, whatever comes to be. If you know anything about laws and legals and lawsuit, this isn't legal advice. I'm just going by what I have seen and read with my own two eyes. Many times, cases or legislation that's been done in one state, laws have been passed, they can take the same case. If Uber wins, Lyft wins, and say, okay, that's what happened in Minneapolis, that's what happened in Minnesota. Why can't we take it to Massachusetts or Texas or other states? Maybe it'll go to the Supreme Court. You never know. But anyway, I'm hoping you all will think about the giant that you are facing. I didn't find this, guys. The head. Anyway, I didn't find his number. A little bit unprepared, but it's just an impromptu, came to my mind. But there are a lot of players at stake here. So you all do what's right. Hit your knees, pray. Some of you all might be praying people. Get your churches involved. Get your people together. Maybe even you need to do a fast. I know fasting, people come together in unity and praying and fasting. It can overturn many things. It's biblical. It happened. A nation was about to be destroyed. Jewish people, time of Esther, came together and prayed and fasted. And God defeated the wicked Haman, the person that plotted the plan to kill them. It was overturned. Him and his family end up being killed, sacrificed, or whatever you want to call it. So things Uber and Lyft have planned for you all, God can overturn those things if you believe. Do the right thing. Don't slowpoke. Don't just wait and waste time. Yes, there are many ways to defeat an elephant. One bite at a time. And just like David and Goliath, took a rock, put it in a sling, killed the giant, cut his neck off with a sword, his own sword. Sometimes the things that people have in their hands can be used against them also. So, we know Uber and Lyft are liars. Like I listened to Mayor Fry. He said if Uber and Lyft don't leave, he'll be the first one to say they're liars. Well, they've already been proven to be liars over the years. Lawsuits have been filed. They're stealing drivers' money. They're liars. They took my wife and my money from 2022. We rented a Teslas through Hertz and Uber. Supposedly we were going to get $1 extra per completed trip. And March 2024, we're just now getting back payments from them because they didn't pay us properly. So Uber and Lyft, we know, they lie. It's already been proven. I listen to what people have to say many times, and they don't read through the fine print because sometimes you're stuck in the mess, stuck in the mud, and you don't see what's already been going on with these companies. They do a lot of corruption, and yet governments, cities, states, leaders let them do it. Maybe they have investments, stock options in those. I don't know what's going on behind the scene, but I'm just hoping alcohol is not involved. And while they're turning up and brokering deals, because under the influence, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I cannot see. I'll go ahead and sign. I cannot read everything right now because, I got a headache. I got to go vomit, or whatever the situation is. I just hope that you all stand strong and win. City council members, you watch this video, do the right thing. I mean, it's not about Uber and Lyft. It's about your taxpayers in your state of Minnesota and Minneapolis. There are many things happening. You got non-emergency medical transportation rides that are being done by Uber, Lyft drivers. Maybe not in your state, but in Massachusetts they are. Do I know CPR? Am I trained? If I were to go open up my own NEMT business, I would have a lot of criteria, a lot of things that I would be required to do before my business could even be approved. But yet you have Uber and Lyft, these companies like that, charging governments and insurance high amounts because in your budget, you have to spend a certain amount every year on these kind of rides because you have money from the federal or the government or the president signs a check to give you all money because you have to spend it. So what other better way? Instead of a $16 ride, like they say, the average Uber X in Minneapolis, it's on the Uber website under the NEMT, Uber Help. It says the average ride in Minneapolis is $16. But if that's the case, why are you allowing them to charge maybe $100, $200 for that same ride? All because they can bill it under insurance or some government agency. Think about what you're doing. Stop wasting taxpayers' money, y'all. Do what is right. And the last thing, Minneapolis, Minnesota, develop your own ride-sharing app. Public transportation, just make it free for everybody. You have billions of dollars, NEMT or whoever they are. Just make it free so everybody can use it and say, goodbye, Uber Lyft. Sayonara, we don't need you. We're fine without you. Save your taxpayers' money. Really? You have billions of dollars to spend on transportation? Develop your own app. Buy them out. Get them out of there. Use public transportation, taxis, or whatever. You have 10,000 Uber drivers that you already have background checks on them. They're already approved to drive anyway, so why not use them? Create a local app, Minneapolis, the city of Minneapolis. Have those people sign up. You're already inspecting their car. They're already approved to drive. TNC. So have them join your platform, sign up, have a ride, somebody requests a ride through the city of Minneapolis, and bam, 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 answer, problem solved. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day. I'm out of here. God bless you and give you wisdom to think and work this situation out. Major Fry, stand up, man. Stand up, stand up, stand up, and take care of your people. Because we don't know how much longer you're going to be there. You may have an open door to Uber or Lyft to go work for them, but stand